Mic check, mic check. Hello, hello. What's up, Yosef? What's up, Simple Waters? What it do? Windstream with XENblocks or XENblocks. Oops. I don't know. I gotta plan it out with Mike so we can jump on. Maybe we'll pre-record it or something. Get the people the information, the knowledge. What's up, world? Cyberspace. Internet land. I'm drinking a great cup of coffee right now. It is 12:15 p.m. on the eastern hemisphere of the western side of the hemisphere. Please excuse my geometry. I don't know. What is it called? Geology. All the geos. Shout out to all the geos out there. But what's up, y'all? Hope all is well. Currently, we're looking at this thing called XEN. It's right here, right in front of you. This is the 15-minute chart now. Over the weekend, seems like I heard a lot of people still confused on what's going on here. And y'all still couldn't take it below $10 million market cap. What the fuck? We need more confusion. So they still know something is happening. They don't know what is happening, but they know something is happening. And they just won't let it die. So shout out XEN being the most immutable, fairest launch crypto ever to exist. Straight from the chain, right? That's what we talk about here on this channel. We talk about XEN world. It's immutable code. 400 and something lines. I think 21. It might be 421 here just for the fact check. But yeah, man, I hear a lot of people are sad out there. Not sad, but it's the same old. Everyone's just confused. And it's very easy to be confused about XEN if you don't do the homework, right? You got to come to class with at least the homework done. Half of the homework is understanding the actual smart contract. And you got AI now, bro. It's 2025. It's actually May 19th. Monday, 2025, yo ass can get $20 together and go and get the smartest internet possible right now. You can get the most out of AI with $20. You could drop in this bad boy, this contract here, and it'll tell you everything that you need to know. But how many lines of code is this? Oh, I was close. I mean, we got two brackets that make it 426. But yeah, 426 lines of code is what makes the XEN contract or the XEN token. And that's why we're here, man. So many people, they don't understand what's happening. And that's because they're trying to understand it, right? But it's Satoshi's vision. If you can't see the mirage, you still need to understand the vision. Then you'll probably start to see it. But every time I see this, man, people are in despair. They can't take it no more. We start turning around, especially on Ethereum. Now, XEN is special because it's connected to gas. Oh, I'm not even on the show. What's up, y'all? This your boy Crypto Brett, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another one of these videos about the XEN world. Last YouTuber left. Well, I don't actually. There's no YouTubers. There's just people who talk about it. So I'm a XEN enthusiast. As Simple would say on his spaces, I'm a subject matter expert, specialist, and that's because this is the fairest launch crypto next to Bitcoin. Like, if you know how blockchain works, then you would understand. If you don't understand blockchain, then this shit might be hard as hell to get. And I get it, right? Maybe you've been here for a minute. Like, maybe you've been in crypto for a long ass time and you never took time to actually learn the environment. You've known about it, but you don't really know about it, you know? And then what's funny is too, there's a lot of people in the influencer world, whatever the fuck that is in crypto. I mean, if you're just listening to niggas, just to be listening to niggas. But yeah, if you're just listening to people just to listen to them, then maybe, you can't tell the difference between someone who knows what they're talking about and someone who's just giving you their opinion, right? Yeah, this shit is horrible. This gas is garbage. But Zen is bootstrapped to Gwei. And whatever the speculation of Gwei is what's happening. And if you noticed, ever since the upgrade, gas has been up on Ethereum. It's positive, but at the same time, it's negative. Hold on, let me show you why. You have to go to the Y chart, the Y gas chart. We got to go to this one. If you're chilling with me, make sure you hit the like button. If you're on X, go to my profile, click the link, come over to YouTube, and watch over here and talk in the chat and stuff, because that's where the lore is. Okay, the lore is on YouTube. Lore is not on X, right? X is just an olive branch. I'm gonna say that every single time. Now, let's look at this real quick. So this is Gwei. It's called Y Charts. It's a really good statistic site, I guess. So you can see gas over time. So you'll see like Ethereum, again, it's been going through it, but honestly, it's working. It's doing exactly what they said was going to happen. So they said, hey man, we're going to make it so gas is low, and we're going to make it so that everybody can use the chain. Now, again, this is significant to Gwei, versus, 2022. April, May 19th, 2022, you're looking at 30 Gwei on average every day, 30. Right, and that's in 22. That was right before Zen came out. So in 21, I know it was berserk. Yeah, in 21, we were hella reckless. May 13th, 2021, 170 average. So on average, every day on this specific day, gas peaked at that, like 170. People were just paying it, not giving a fuck. This is what I'm trying to get at, man. We in the future. These PTSD moments, like if you were a part of this part of crypto, you were supposed to learn about the chain. Like if you don't understand gas by now, you're slipping, because now you got to understand Solana gas. And what the fuck is that? They don't even got gas on Solana. like yo, if this is why too, I'm like, man, people in the Zen world, they're hella waiting for a handout. And this is the bottom of the public sector. This is called, public as fuck. What's private is going to be like OP-Zen and CB-Zen. That's why these ones haven't moved yet. If you're trying to be a whale, that's why I'm like, yo, you might as well check out the layer 2s, because those ones will be the ones where you could sneak in and have a chance. You'll actually have a chance to be a whale. You just gotta out hodl the rest of the fucking Jeets, because they don't get it, and they don't understand that inflation happens. So of course the chart moves, but we're a year. I mean, in Zen world, or in Zen on Ethereum, it's been out for 2.5 years. So we're well into a lot of predictability within its supply. So the whole infinite conversation is redundant. And it's also very low IQ, because it tells you that the person doesn't actually have their own argument. Like, I'm waiting for an argument that I can't rebuttal. But the whole I'm trying to get a position, but it keeps going down forever. That's just inflation, dummy. So you need to position yourself to be able to catch the wicks, because you now know there's a lot of people with sell pressure, and eventually it will end. Eventually sell pressure on Zen will end. You can't sell forever, because there's not the infinite conversation. Is capped when you talk about all of the Ethereum flowing through the Zen contract, right? That actually makes ETH more bullish, because it's like, wow, you mean to tell me people are going to burn the Ethereum for this Zen thing for X1 chain? And it's like, yeah, I guess they're going to do that. And there's only 120 million Ethereum coins. And these are fragmented. Like, they're on a whole bunch of different layer 2s. and layer 1 EVMs. So again, I don't really think the argument that XEN is inflating forever is a strong argument anymore. It's actually just a way to push the plebs out. Like, it make people sad, you know, like if you don't have any argument besides it's overinflating, you know, you just got to do a little bit more research. And this is working as it should. Now, I mean, I can show you more and more stats, but again, if you know how the blockchain works, gas has been at its lowest, and that might be a little bit behind us while they migrate over to layer 2. But this is a transition for like 2 to 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. This upgrade, it's going to take like until 2027 to fully set in. So you'll probably see a lot of different Ethereum things happening throughout the next, few years. But the gas situation, I don't think we'll ever see these again. This is like classic crypto when it, or what fragmentation, I'm distracted. Beautiful lady walking by. But when what do you call it? Damn, so old world crypto, everybody is on the one kernel versus new world crypto where everybody is all over the place. And this is what Ethereum scaling is, right? You got this right here is when L2 came out. So L2 is doing exactly what it needs to do. And I'm saying L2 because Ethereum was proof of work. It didn't move to proof of stake. And essentially they locked all their value into like digital coins because there's no more proof of work. So it's not real crypto. It's like an abstract version of Ethereum, and Vitalik is still a real person. So whatever ETH is very abstract from its original plan. Like originally, again, it was supposed to be a computer in the sky. I think it's too abstract for that. I think it's too fragmented for that, but it has a good narrative of being legacy. So that I can't take away from it. And it has, again, some really good crypto numbers, such as its total supply. It has the ability to burn with the XEN on top of it. And again, we're moving into, SVM, which has a way better computational experience when it comes to building blocks, right? Like that's what we like in XEN, man. We like block building. Blocks, build the blocks. So we're moving to Solana, right? X1 chain is going to be a Solana chain. What's up, Frosty? What it do? I burned 200 billion OPs in so far. Damn, Brian, you're up. Shout out to you. I need to burn some more. I gotta go on your level. But that's my whole. We're stacking. Give me some lows. I need those. But what's up, Frosty? What it do, bro? So check it out. We're moving to Solana. Okay. If you don't know how blockchain works, I'm gonna need you to learn how blockchain works, bro. Okay. So here, I'm gonna show you the most simplistic version of this, so you can beam it in your head and you can understand it. Because this is why motherfuckers are falling off. I can see it from the numbers. I can hear it from the crowd. Like, it's just too easy. Oh, this is the meme pool. I want meme pool, though. I don't like the funny one. No offense to the funny looking one. But yeah, this is blockchain. This is crypto. No one's going to hold your hand. When it happens and everybody's happy, there's only going to be a select few that have the leverage to maintain the momentum. There's going to be a whole bunch of people. Wow, this is my first time. Wow, this roller coaster is fun. And then there's going to be a select group that are actually maintaining the momentum as the space is growing. And that's why I like XEN. I think it's at the forefront of this motion, of this notion, right? And this is what I'm saying. So this is classic crypto right here. If you don't know how crypto works, you need to learn, okay? Blockchain, right? It starts with the Bitcoin, Satoshi stupid vision. 10-minute blocks, right? Every 10 minutes, a block is sent to the network. It is cast across all the nodes, and one of the nodes grabs the block, right? Ant pool via BTC, Foundry, USA, whatever the fuck. They grab the block, 69. Wow. And then they mine it. Bam. Wow, they mine the block. What that does is that confirms all the transactions that were cast across the network every 10 minutes. So you can see here in this 9-minute block, there's 3,000 transactions in it, right? And the one right after it in 19 minutes, there's 3,000 transactions. Then the one in 29 minutes, you see 6,000, right? This is good to see because you can see a lot of people are trying to auction the block space, and you know they're okay with waiting. They're saying, hey, you know what, maybe my transaction can fall into a block 29 minutes from now because I don't need it now, right? I can wait 30 minutes for the transaction to push. This is some classic crypto bullshit, bro. This is stupid, but this is the blockchain. This is layer 1, is layer 0, whatever, a blockchain. 10-minute blocks, packet full of bullshit, send it across a cast full of nodes. They all get it. They all glog it. They go Satoshi's vision. They high five. Okay. Now we're moving into this, right? Solana. I'm skipping ETH. Fuck it. We'll look at ETH real fast. Have you seen the ETH blocks? ETH is all crazy now. They got blobs. They got fucking blobs. But yeah, you'll see ETH here, 5 seconds, 17 seconds, 29 seconds. We got, you know, same thing that happens on Bitcoin. Building blocks are totally ruled by a specific builder because they have the power, right? This is what I mean. Yeah, it's all fucked up, but whatever. So not looking at that, let's just look at the transactions. So really, you look at Bitcoin's transactions and you see they're fitting a ton of tiny little transactions inside these blocks, and it's their notion. Whereas on Ethereum, you're going to have seconds on the block with many transactions within those seconds. You know, this could add up, you know, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 transactions in a 10-minute span. So it's very similar to Bitcoin. The difference is, again, you're just getting instant gratification because this is 15-second confirmation times. And again, you can move to something like a optimism or a base and get even more transaction, or not really. I guess in optimism, it's a lot smaller blocks. It's whatever you want to do. I'm just trying to point out these are the transactions, and this is what's going on. Damn, look at this one. I wonder if there's some Zen in here. Why is it so used? Who used up all the gas? Well, if there is, I don't see it. I haven't looked at optimism. But yeah, so blocks is where it's at. You need to learn how blocks work. This is the blockchain. And this is what we're targeting in X1 chain. We're targeting user experience when it comes to building blocks, because it starts at that level. If you can't package it and send it across the internet, you're basically stalling yourself. So right, let's go back to Solana, and this is why we're moving into Solana. Look at their transaction counts. Let's hit a refresh. Yo. What's up, team? What up, Earn It? T-Law Fitness? Lita? Nah, you're never late, bro. You're right on time. We're just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Just talking crypto. Talking useless Zen crypto while everybody else tears up. But yeah, peep this. Transaction count 1,500, 1,600, 1,700. This shit is purring. And you can see too, their block producers, they actually switching up a little bit. Now, you know, they're trying their best to make it as decentralized as they can. But really what I want you just to pay attention to again is the transaction count. This is the proof of history consensus concept that essentially just allows for quicker relaying, right? And that's what people think is centralized in Solana when we talk blockchain. Because when we talk blockchain, technically Solana is super centralized because its proof of history relies on the nodes to keep track of everything. So that's why, like, you know, they say it's centralized. Bitcoin is decentralized because the coin itself is created from proof of work, right? 10-minute blocks. So it's all perception for whatever party wants to believe whatever party. If you want to believe in 10-minute blocks being the most proof of work or the most immutable, you know, the most decentralized, you totally can. But you got to remember that BlackRock and Coinbase own all the Bitcoins. So there's that part, right? And that's what brings up the question of what is true decentralization and how do you achieve that? Knowing that we can fit more in the block, because now we're changing the approach, right? We're approaching this now with more of a computer mindset. Everything in Solana is in CU, which is computer unit. Think of it as like a little byte. And basically Ethereum is like really gas. Like it's like I'm gonna fill up my gas tank and I can pay a premium to fill it up faster than anyone else. But that's just it. My gas tank is my capacity. There's no module capacity to my gas tank, right? That's this whole gas target. You can only fill the block so much. And this gas limit is basically like a restraint on top of the blockchain to govern, you know, order. Because like if there was no gas limit, there'd be no order to the blocks. Like everybody really could step over each other, right? So there's a ceiling here. And again, this is all because Ethereum is designed this way. It's designed for the leader setup, essentially, where, you know, first come, first serve, capacity, and all this other shit. Whereas Solana is designed to be more like a computer chip, where your information is no longer like you trying to take the block to submit your request. Right now, you don't need to really go to, like, you got like an EV. You could just plug in your shit at the house, because you just need access to electricity, right? You don't need to go to a gas station and compete to cast your information across the chain, right? Here, the competition, it can get there, but it's less likely that you're gonna be in a gas war for maxing out a block, right? You might get into a gas war for time, space and time in Solana because you're moving so fast. You know, you might want to pay a little premium to move faster than someone else. But that's because, again, you just want to move fast. You don't want to beat them. You're just like, hey, I want to go a little quicker, right? And ETH, we're literally savage. It's dog eat dog world, because the first person in the block makes the trade, and however much that cost and however much that gas limit expands, right? That's what you're paying more money on, right? That's what this essentially was. Like, you don't want to see gas expanding on chain, because then it's expensive for everyone to transact. You want to see it being more of this elastic feeling, right? This like elasticity, whatever the hell. But this is like a good learn for how blockchain works. Essentially, you're gonna have you know, you're gonna have to learn this one too, because this is all part of it, man. If you're gonna buy these tokens and you're gonna trade them and you're gonna try to say you have ownership, but you don't understand how the chains work, then yeah, you deserve to get 100% burn. Like, you deserve every loss, because it's easy to avoid it, right? And in Zen world, we're learning about every single EVM. And I mean, Jack had posted something Man, this is the craziest CDJ I've seen in a while last night. Look at that knob. Wild. What's up, Titan X? Well, negative 1000X. Anything happening to XEN? No. Everybody sell. There's nothing happening. You guys should delete it all. But Solana co-founder Anatoly says users treat exorbitant fees as de facto liveliness failure. I don't know what the fuck that means. To those users, Ethereum was down for all of 2021. Ethereum fees were so bad that 99.5% reliability, but granted low cost was better. And that's how Solana managed to get PMF, which stands for product market fit. He used a lot of big words there, or whatever he's saying. But this is real. Ethereum lost the product market fit battle in this era because we were raising the gas limit. We were being our own worst enemy because we wanted to win the block. And it allowed Solana to really step in and kind of offer what people were really looking for, which is just access, like access to the blockchain, access to the block. No competition, just, yo, I just want to access in a stupid coin, or I want to buy a stupid coin, or I want to DeFi a stupid coin. Right. And now we're in this other future where we have, you see their top markets is the stable coins, right? I mean, it's almost like, was Ethereum really holding back stable coins? And we know where they are on ETH. They're on layer 2s like Base and Optimism. That's where all the stable coins are. They're not actually on Ethereum mainnet, even though they say they are. I have a weird hunch about that one. I say hunch. This is why I'm bullish on the layer 2s though, like Base. Because like on ETH, you could easily park stables. Like if I had a lot of money as like a, what do you call it? Like if I'm a hedge fund person in crypto and I got a lot of Ethereum, or I got a lot of, if I have a lot of ETH, I'm gonna stake it on Ethereum mainnet and maybe get like a liquid staking token, and then get that and pair it with some USD, or turn it into like USDC, get another liquid staking token, and then maybe if that liquid staking token from the liquidity pool is like trading on like Optimism, like this is how I'm seeing them do it. Like they're like bringing these coins to like Optimism, and then that's where the trading is happening. So they're not trading on the layer 1, they're storing value on ETH and they're moving it to Base Chain, Arbitrum, and that's kind of why Sui is already putting themselves on an island, like Facebook island. Good luck to them though. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm seeing the stable game go right now. It's really still a Ethereum thing. And these like bottom chains, they're really fighting for attention. I mean, look at Avalanche. It's slowly trying to grow, but the hardest part again is a lot of people, the attention is moving into stable coins. Can you get your stable coins up? And this is almost like a proof of bag. Proof of, do you have the bag or do you have the tech? And I think at the end of the day, everybody that's EVM is going to suffer. They're going to suffer from this capacity concept where the gas can only go so far. Like, look at this shit. It's everywhere though. We got an OP. You're the only person the sound is lagging for, bro. Maybe you got to refresh your screen. You got slow internet. Maybe you got slow internet. But yeah, you see XEN, they have 27, 29. Doesn't look like anybody is running a Zen miner right now. Zen Minter. Here, let's look at that. Yeah, that's actually interesting. People are probably chilled out for a second. Because you mint when the price is going up, and then you buy Zen when the price is going down. So right now, if the price is headed south, minters should turn into buyers. And that's why I'm hoping people sell their XEN, because, you know, I hope they're not paying attention. It's too easy. And I mean, it's definitely easy to stop paying attention. And that's kind of how I think of these cycles. Every time we get to this point where people forget like how blockchain works, and they don't realize that like Zen is on top of the blockchain, like it's 100% the blockchain. You need the block to make Zen, and you have to compete versus Ethereum, versus Optimism, versus Base. There's no fairer launch than that. Every single chain, and that's why every chain has a different emotion and a different believer, right? Like there's some chains where you would think everybody believes in Zen, but they actually don't, because you can tell. Once you do the research, it's like, oh, they don't believe in Zen. That's why I like a Base chain. Base, you can tell people believe in Zen because they're not releasing the floor. The only people reselling the floor are people who feel like they're in profit. But at some point, the inflation stops. That's how Zen works. Inflation can stop for 2 days, and that's enough time for the chart to 100x, right? Or do 100%. It probably won't 100x until fucking Jack releases X1 chain. Then everybody's gonna run with their antennas. But that's kind of why, like, what do you call it? You know, if you're gonna buy Zen, you need to be buying it with a purpose, right? Purchase Zen is buying time. There's no cheaper Zen than minted Zen. So you're really, if you don't have mints, you should be trying to bargain the chart. And yeah, let these minters dump, because they don't realize that they're giving you a bargain. Right? They don't realize that. That's always going to be a thing. There will always be sellers in Zen. That's actually tight. There's some coins that never move because there's never any sellers, and then that doesn't invite any buyers. And Zen is natural. And that's why XEN, no one understands this yet. That's why XEN isn't moving. There's literally nobody doing anything. Look at this shit. It's moving up with the price of Ethereum, right? It's its deepest liquidity. So if ETH goes up, so does XEN. And XEN isn't inflating heavy, so it's all good all around. Here, let's look at this real fast. Zen stats. What up, Rolando? Yeah. Fuck that. I'm always mining. I'm telling you, bro, like there's only going to be a few people. It's going to be a super handful, and then all of them are going to disappear. Because this is the once in a lifetime opportunity type shit. Like you're going to be, we're here right now, and then it's going to be like, and then it's over. And it's up to you to continue the mission. Like if after the snap, you know, you're so well set, you know, I mean, maybe you got different obligations or something. Like, you know, I don't have like any kids to put through like college. I just got to pay, you know, stupid debts. Hold up. Yo, shit. Somebody knocked on my door. Somebody knocked on the door. That's how live this is. Hold on. That's the world. That's how the world works. Doors go knock knock. Astronaut. All right, here we go. Yeah, man, I just be chilling right now, you know? This is a chill Zen stream. I wish more people understood Zen, though. Like, for real. Like, nobody gets it. I mean, there's a small group. That's what I mean. The group that's going to rock his ship, no one's going to really know them. Only a few people will probably want the fame. Oh, everyone else will just be like, again, like, that's what I was trying to say before I had the knock. Like, only a few people are going to, like, take the wealth and literally go for broke, essentially. Like, oh, this is the stepping stone to the next chapter. And then there'll be, again, a group of people who will take this moment and they'll bring it to their families. They'll spread the wealth. They'll spread the knowledge, you know, because, again, it's going to be niche. It's the same thing that happened with Bitcoin. The only way you caught the real pump in Bitcoin, right? The real pump was to be there. If you don't know the real pump in Bitcoin, let me show you. That's how deep in the game we are here. The bull run is knocking, don't answer. Lols. I don't know why the bull's knocking at the door. We have packages coming, you know. Knock, please. But yeah, look at Bitcoin. Oh man, they hating on it. Yeah, that was actually funny how yesterday Bitcoin tried to try all-time high and instantly got wiped. But that might have been robotic. This right here, Bitcoin tried to go and it got wicked out. So it has to retry. But this is what I mean about Bitcoin. We know it's going to be successful. They're trying to wash hands at $100,000 Bitcoin level, bro. So you don't need to worry about the crypto space. If you don't know, the crypto space in general has been forecasted to push up to at least 67 trillion, right? The whole overall market cap in crypto is supposed to be 67 trillion. We're at $3.3 trillion market cap right now. So you shouldn't be worried about where the money's coming from. You should probably be worried about how does this shit work and why does it work the way it works. Okay. So Bitcoin, again, if you've been here, let's go back to the 12 month. That shit look crazy. Hold on. There we go. We've been charting this for a long time. Shout outs to those that have been on the channel. It's almost like when you look up here, it's just getting way too complicated. But this right here was the strongest pump in Bitcoin. Oops. From right here to right here. That was a 9,000%, 10,000x. I mean, if you're really in Bitcoin, right? If you're with Satoshi and Hal Finney and Roger Ver, you know, you got the 54,000x. But yeah, you'll never see this again. $2 to $1,000. That was Bitcoin. The rest of this shit is just the future. That's what I mean. Like in Zen, there's gonna be people who do this, and then who knows if they're gonna be here for the future. Fuck, and that half of those motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck is going on right now. Like they can't tell you bar for bar what's happening in X1 chain and how it all goes together. That's how you know this shit's gonna be huge. Like the amount of air to know what the fuck is actually happening is like this big, and only a few people get that air, right? Everybody else get regular air. That's what, I was listening to Jack over the weekend. That's why I was like, man, he giving y'all the regular air, and everybody's all sad and shit. I don't know what XEN's gonna be. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? We know what XEN is gonna be. Like, it's a token. It's a proof of work token. And they got that shit on Ethereum now. This will be cracking me up. Like, everybody wants it, but they don't understand it. Like, what is this thing called crypto? Like, this is such a fascinating experience we're all experiencing together. Like, imagine that. This world where people just want shit that they don't understand. They just know, hey, it might get me rich. Right? That's the motive. That's how they move. It might get me rich type shit. So yeah, XENblocks. I haven't claimed mine yet. I'm slacking. I should have did it when gas was low. I'm just slacking. I hate Ethereum, bro. They should do this on all the chains and just say fuck it. Cause yeah, I'll do it on a different chain and maybe it'll make some noise. Again, I think XEN is where the people are. We dropped burnzen.com there, and it's done amazing. All the other chains that everybody was winning for, they ain't doing shit. I mean, they're doing their thing, but you know, I'm just talking shit because it's your boy Crypto Bruh. Y'all need to burn some mo. If you really talk, all that shit. CCBZen, flame on. Users, baby, users are on base chain. So maybe bring XENblocks over there. But yeah, XENblocks is special because it gives you an insight, like, to this ideology that we can tag anything we want. Like, it doesn't matter. It's crypto, bro. You can tag anything. What's going to make you rich is being in the right place at the right time. And I think, again, we got all the ingredients for X1 chain, and we're just basically trying to support the past. Right? You don't need to think too hard. You just, this it's all there for you. You ain't got to do anything but be here. and then offer, you know, again, your insight and how you feel. Be a user. Use the products. Go out and use XENblocks. You know, go out and burn some Zen. Burnzen.com. Shout out to Tree City West. My perspective was backwards. I knew XEN was only going to be a mining token. The fact that you can burn it for XNT makes XEN so much more interesting. LOL, not imagining being able to spend it in the auction. Yeah, I like what Jack's take was on it as well. Cause yeah, I mean, I like everything crypto. And I think, again, crypto is the block, it's the hash. How you put something in there is the art. And we have Zen now, which lives in the block, so you can use Zen to be more artistic because it's the most artistical piece of the block, in my opinion. If people are mining Zen, there ain't nothing more artistical than that. It's going to push the network. It's good for the whole network. I mean, it's bad for business, but it, you know, your business is this logic. You wanted this, so take this business. X1 soon. But yeah, if we're looking right now, this is X-Burn. We have 170 trillion burned on base chain. And now this number has plateaued. I won't lie. It was zooming because people were like, I need a burn. And there wasn't other burners. But then when somebody forked out Optimism and made X-Burn on Optimism, you know, again, it threw kind of a wrench into the mix. Because now you have this other burner. But over here, it managed to burn 3 trillion. So I still think that's pretty good. But I think it could be more. Right? It's like, oh, so people are hodling their, either people are holding their OPs in because they're waiting for something, which isn't the game, right? The game, like that. That's why it's like, yo, this is going to take so much longer because everybody's mindset is still, I'm going to make money off of this, which you probably will. But again, the strategy of how you're going to do it is really where you maximize how much profit you're going to make. And that's why the group will not make as much profit as the solo artist, right? The person who's doing their own thing. So shout outs to the burners because they're making an impact, right? They're burning the supply and they're creating new coins. They're being the most artistic. They're going to get the highest rewards. So to see things like Polygon, like we look at Polygon here, Polygon 22 trillion, only $1,000. That's where I'm like, okay, now we got an issue here. We got $40,000 on base chain burned, $20,000 on Optimism burned, and then 1,700 on Polygon. What the fuck? Like, this got the most supply. Like, is it not loud enough? Did X Burner not get to the Polygon people? But you know, everybody was asking for it, right? Let's look at Pulse Chain. I don't know if it's gonna show up. It might show up, might not show up. Come on, show it to me, baby. Oh, shit ain't showing up, man. I'm sorry, Pulse Chain people ain't showing up. Let's look at and then this came out over the weekend. We got Avalanche. So Avalanche burned 159 billion. So they cooking, but that's only worth $245. So it still raises a question of what the fuck, you know. Great for the X burn though. Like, think of it like this too. If you want to learn X burner, if people don't burn their Zen, then essentially X burn becomes cap supply. So, it is kind of fascinating to you know, hear people banging on the window. Yo, I'm trying to burn, but a trillion doesn't come in the first day. You know, this is certified burner, baby. You might want to put a trillion in it on your favorite chain. I think you want to. So Binance chain, they just broke a trillion. Wow, damn, 1 trillion is $536. Crazy. So yeah, Binance trying to catch up to Polygon. We'll see if they can catch Polygon. Avalanche, we're gonna have to see what happens, man. I might burn something over here. You know, I think I got some Avalanche. Yeah, I got some Avalanche. I could burn some Avalanche. 3 cents to approve. God damn. But yeah, man, I feel like, yeah, if more people were burning, X1 would come faster. Pause, no homo. Damn, 25 cents. Is this going to go through? I got 25 cents over here. I think I do. 25 cents to make a transaction is insane. Boom, burn some Zen. Get like me. Let's view. Man, keep buying and DCing into BTC. BTC is going to a milli. Even Jack said it in the spaces over the weekend. Oh, for real? He said that? I didn't hear that part. Hold that shit. Hold yours in to burn it for X and T, and then accumulate X and T, because that shit is going to be your 10,000x. Facts. Hey, I'm just showing, and that's why I'm like, yo, I'll show you where the 10,000x happens. You got to go and get it. 10,000x does not happen after it happens. And that's what the problem is, that the Zen white paper is trying to say, that everybody has clearly been showing us that after they zoom away, they can never get back to the glory, and Bitcoin keeps doing it. I would say from research that this is there's only one theory. There could only be one. Right? There will only be one Bitcoin. The moment you put your token up against Bitcoin, and that's why I don't like to say Zen is Bitcoin anymore, because that's me putting Zen against Bitcoin, and that's not it. We're not better than Bitcoin. We're not like Bitcoin. We're a derivative. We're kind of like it. We're similar. We have, you know, we share the mindset, but we're not exactly the same. Bitcoin's garden is Earth. Mother Earth, bro. Electricity. Zen's garden is EVM, and that's the problem with us. We missed the 10. We're dealing with this, like the 10,000x on Ethereum. Give me one of these. Oh, get that out of here. That was back here. Right. If you, and that's why that's what I mean. Like a lot of people, they're 10 years into Ethereum. January 2017, right? They haven't even had 10 years of this shit yet. And we're trying to act like they're going to do the Bitcoin thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really make any sense when you look at it at that spectrum. It does make a lot more sense for people to start flowing into Solana. Right? This is where you might start seeing the multiple. You see what I mean? Crypto is going to fucking flip. Like, it's up to you, though, to find all those flips and how you're going to be positioned. Right? In Zen world, we're kind of like special because we have multiple coins that can all rip. And as long as you're here, you should catch every single one. Right? Like, you should catch ETH Zen going crazy if you're here. You should catch P.o.P Zen going crazy if you're here. You should technically see P-Zen and M-Zen go crazy while you're here. All it needs is X1 chain. These ones, all they need is X1 chain at this point. A little bit of X1 chain news, and all of India is back in Polygon. You know what I'm saying? So, to that notion of what Ernie was saying there, like, hold your Bitcoin, hold your Zen, burn it for XNT. You know, and get ready for like what's really going to happen here, because there's a lot of tourists still in the space from a transplant standpoint. If they don't know where they are standing, they don't understand blockchain. They're just here for the money, baby. And that's what you don't need right now. You don't need any guidance from someone who's here for the money, because they're the siphon that we currently have. Like, that's why it keeps selling off. Because those individuals are so easy to sell off. And I expect like I mean, like, yeah, whatever, man. I don't really talk about the legacy coins, but like DXN, that's why I'm like, oh, DXN will probably run, because users are so hurt for a go that mind share is what's gonna send things, right? And that's kind of why I'm like, man, I wish more people mine XENblocks for the proof of work aspect, because then XENblocks could be fire, because we got proof of work on Ethereum, Zen proof of work on ETH. But like, people can't get that shit across their motherfucking mind right now. Like, they're like, proof of work on Ethereum? What does that mean? It's like, man, we can't even have any fun with y'all. Fuck. Peeps are pooping over XEN. XEN is dual purpose. You can burn it. Yeah. That's why, like, yeah, if it be like, or let's say like they don't make it a real coin, that's what we could do. We could wrap it like how they did XENblocks. We could wrap the tokens and still make them tradable. Yeah, I mean, that's what, he's really making it so that all of it is basic. Not everything needs to be classic crypto UX, you know, and that's hard for people to digest for sure. And then it can just be a regular token. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's still dropping dApps on Ethereum in 2025, but kudos for building. Yeah, I mean, it's because people are still going to be on ETH. Like, everyone's always going to be on ETH. I'll be burning when there's no reason till then I'll hold my Zen. Smart. What's up, Ash? What's up, E&J? BNB chain lowered their GUI from 1 to 0.1. Damn. Now you can do 0.1. See, what's funny is that the gas model got broken. They don't show that here though. Oh, I guess, yeah, they show it here. But if you're thinking fast, you would just do 1. Yeah, all the gas is fucked up, man. All the gas is down bad. Here, let's see if I can. I have a little bit of BNB. Do I have any mints over here? I might have some dead mints. Some dead mints. Here's some dead mints right here. Let's see if I can mint these out with 0.1. Damn, 0.1 is still kind of high, man. That shit's still kind of high. Hell nah. This is still too high. Let me see. This is gonna work. I just set the lowest transaction ever. It's like, hell no. You're crazy, son. But see, this is what I mean. Like, all these EVMs are the same. So, like that's what I mean. Like, even if I can set the gas low, I see their gas is low to 0.1. It's not even desirable still, because you want sub pennies. Like, the fact that that was 3 cents or 8 cents and it still didn't index is insane, dude. That was an 8 cents transaction and it's not gonna index. It's not even gonna show up for 8 cents. Man, optimism is so cheap. Just go to the Zen torrent. And this is why, again, I think actually optimism is the one. I keep saying it, but people think I'm shilling because I'm crypto bro and I'm outside. Oh, that's Zen torrent. Yeah, here we go. Yo, Zen, get you some of these, man. They purring. Eventually they're gonna go over 1 million. But this is kind of like my philosophy on the minting right now. So you see, like on optimism, you're getting Zen for what is the unbelievable thing. You know what I'm saying? like here, how about this? What made Bitcoin 10,000x in the very beginning, right? Like, if we really look at this in depth, what gave Bitcoin this euphoric belief? All right. Now in 2020 and now in 2013, Satoshi actually dipped. And one of the reasons why he left was because everybody wanted to open up the protocol. They wanted to introduce GPUs. And there's a big discussion of what is the real Bitcoin from 2013 and beyond. Because you have like Bitcoin SV, you have like Filecoin, I think. You also have Bitcoin Cash. You have all these other like entities that came out of a fork because GPUs came online, right? So that's one of the reasons why Satoshi dipped. Like, it was leaving the CPU era and it was moving into a GPU era, which caused accessibility of getting and mining Bitcoins. Like, that shit intensified. Everybody who had a video game computer could mine a Bitcoin because you just needed a GPU, right? So part of this 10,000x in Bitcoin was the access of how fast you could make your own Bitcoin and sell it on the open market. That caused people to buy the Bitcoins because then they realized, I need to learn about this thing. And they learned that there was only 21 million, right? They started to get onboarded into the 10-year vehicle because they weren't going to see the 10,000x overnight. Everybody who bought into this candle, it took them hella long to see that 10,000x again. Think about it. If you bought this top here, when was the last 10,000x? Yeah, it would have been right now. So yeah, like right now, everybody who bought here, they're just now experiencing what the people got before them. And now these are the people telling you how they're trying to move the market. The secondhand buyers of the Bitcoin notion, motherfucker. Not the people who knew how Bitcoin worked, the people who bought it. Right? And that's kind of why I'm like, oh, OP's in? Psh, that's an easy one. Everybody's going to come and buy it. They're not even looking at it right. Like, that's the easiest one. There's no inflation that can actually hurt the price. And that's the problem with human nature. Humans just want to extract. Even though they're good people, they're going to want to extract. So OP's in it. You can go ahead and open up the floor if you want, but you can't make any more, which is the beauty of it. Right? This has been stuck at 557. If more people burn their OPs in, it would help themselves. Like, I don't understand why motherfuckers are so retarded. Like, in CB's in, that's why so many people burned all that CB's in. Like, there's still more CB's in to be burned, right? And I'm waiting for lower prices, so I'm not gonna be buying here because I'm gonna wait for it to turn around for minters to get exhausted. They're always gonna get exhausted at some point, and then you can buy that bottom, and it's gonna go up 20%. You can sell it if you want, or you could stake it, and then wait for it to drop below where you bought the last stake, because it's probably gonna go 20% more down if people are still playing the cat and mouse game. So yeah, it's really important just like how you approach the game. And the minters over here on CBSN, they're still here, bro. We had the almost all-time high. I think it's actually all-time high. Yeah, all-time high this past weekend on CBSN. 4.7 million active G ranks on one day. That's insane. On OP's end, let's see what it is. So it looks like some of the miners turned off. Yeah, so the G ranks have fallen off significantly, but this is what I mean. I think it's because it's a discount. So since the old minters are selling, new minters aren't minting because they're just saving their ETH to buy up whatever's gonna happen here. And I'm kind of in the same boat. I think though that like we could still see a sell-off. Again, someone could sell us below this red line. The best time to buy the chart will always be below the 40 on the RSI. This is a simple trading shit. I don't trade, but I like looking at tokens as gas. So if I can get the best price for the gas, that's what's going to help me in the future, right? That's a real crypto shit. You want to be buying tokens at their best price, and their best price is what the chart is for. The chart can tell you where the best price is. Every time this goes below the 40 here on the RSI, and this is just a trading basic. The 40 on the RSI, it just governs oversold and overbought. Right? Like usually when it goes up and over the 75, it's overbought. So it needs to sell off so that they can keep going up. So selling off is good, right? Rotation of hands. Now, if you see here, every time we get a nasty wick down, it's below the 40. So that's why right now on the daily, you have a lot of people who are trying to see if right now is like this time. Same exact setup, just one bar up. Now there's more inflation here, but there's more at risk, right? There's more attention now. That's why you could see it. The flag is much more extended than the last time XEN was here in December, right? Again, in December, the stakers couldn't be trusted. There was no burner. So the stakers proved my point that everybody in OPZen is waiting for price. They're not actually in it because they understand it. There's only a select few that are actually in it because they're like, hey, this one doesn't inflate. It's gonna rip the hardest when everybody understands how Zen works. And you know, again, when Jack starts to share this common knowledge to a larger group of people than just the Zenians. So I think this was whatever that thing is, the cup and handle pattern. And I think maybe we could test this area if someone needs money. That's kind of how I'm thinking of OPZen. So I would stay on the sideline and stake it or get into the liquidity pool. But yes, at some point, someone's going to need some money and they're going to see this RSI and they're going to give us what we want. Right? It's just how many days it takes to get there. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, you can see on the 4 hour. The 4 hour is telling us right now that it's lacking. Right? It's lacking hard. Man, I might start buying this shit again. I don't know. LOL. The real Zuni shit. I see the logo and I'm instantly trying to mint that shit. Bro, only a few people understand it, bro. Like, that's why I'm like, a lot of people are being toyed with right now and they don't even know it. And they're just caught in the middle. They're just caught in the middle. They're like, damn, I wish I knew what was going on. It's like, nope, not allowed to. Nice. It didn't cost any money to burn my Zen over there. Hey, that's actually pretty sick. It didn't cost any money. Or any AVAX, I guess. That's great. See, like now it's like, why do I want to go to a chain because they got low gas? Like, oh, they changed their business model. Now they have low gas. Now you can come and play on the chain because the gas is low. It's like, no. That's why there's only 43 cents of Avalanche I got over here. What's actually kind of crazy is the signature to approve the transaction was more expensive than the transaction that burns in. That's pretty fascinating. Maybe, I mean, the gas was moving. It's funny too. Now that everybody changed their gas, it's super unstable. That's pretty funny to think about. Damn. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Today is Monday, bro. 19th. I had a explosive weekend. This week, we're going to be going to Accelerate. We'll be checking in, tapping in, hanging out with the Zensu and everybody else that's out here in New York City for the conference. It should be pretty cool. And like, yeah, man, I mean, I don't know what else to say besides like keep your head in the game and keep playing your own game and keep trying to understand why you're in blockchain to begin with. You can go and find opportunity. That's not hard, right? Finding things to do, DeFi, all that shit, that's not hard. Finding a 54% X, yeah, that might be fucking hard. Right? Finding a 10,000X, oh yeah, I guess that's what it was. Finding a 10,000X might be super hard, but if you're in the right camp, it's not going to be too difficult, and it's definitely not going to happen on Ethereum. Like, ETH has to get, like, I mean, if you've been in ETH, you about to get it, right? If you've been in ETH since 2020, let's see. I'm talking about you didn't touch any of the ETH that you got at $127. You might get that. Like, you're like, let's see what that is on OPZen for us to get a 4,500, a 5,400 percenter. for no fucking reason because crypto is like fragmented. So of course we can get it. Just not everybody can sell it. Lols. But not everybody will have the coins. That's also where we're at with it now. Like not everybody's gonna have the coins. Everyone is selling their coins right now for the cheapest price. So let's say from here. Some moon math. Let's just say right there. I mean, it doesn't seem impossible. In order for you to get the same motion that Bitcoin had from where we are right now, you would just need to hodl your XEN until the market cap got to 198. So 198 million from 410,000. Like if you actually believe that this is a token that can reach this market cap, that is what's on the table. Fair as fuck. Dream it. Right now we can go to OP right now and look at other tokens over there. This is trading at number 9 on Optimism. Where the fuck the Moon Boys at? Yeah, we're about to rip. So you see right here, look at this. XEN is trading on Optimism at number 9. So this is another reason why I'm actually bullish on XEN in this regard, that other people can see us. Other people can see us. Damn, Wallet Connect. Damn, do I still have my Wallet Connect coins? I still got these. I forget. Oh, this shit's going up. Hey, this is an airdrop. See, look at this. This is sitting at 106 million market cap. And this is Wallet Connect, which doesn't really build infrastructure. They just build UX. Like they build on the back of Ethereum, Solana, right? They're like the middleman between the developer and the user. So it's not like XEN, which is the middleman between you and X and T, or like, you know, the EVM and X and T, which is pretty fascinating. But yeah, 106 million, like that's nothing. Do I still have these? I need to see. Let me see it. What's up, Noah? The Moon Bear. I need a Moon Boy. Oh man, I sold them shits already. I did not fucking care. Lols. Should I get back in? They only gave me like 117 or something. What is it worth now? $67. I think I sold them for $60, so it's whatever. But that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, let's see these market caps here. We're trading number 9 right now. The top 5 in market cap on Optimism is Link, Chainlink coin. Who cares? That's basically XEN, because we're going to have an oracle on X1 chain that people can access, similar to the Chainlink. You got Aave coming in, WorldCoin, Optimism. Yeah, hella OP. They got so many pools of OP on here. They got Lido. So you see, that's what I mean. Like, all of these big market caps are utility coins. So it only makes sense too for XEN to hang out up here, because Zen is on Ethereum, and this is the new rep. So, you know, you rather have your token on Optimism bumping. So that's how I kind of get why Jack did it now. I didn't get why in the beginning. It's like, why on base did you do the 3,000, but on Optimism you did the 300? Right? But now it's like, oh, base really, you can't make an impact because it's base. But Optimism is everything. Everything. It's the everything thing, you know? It's the leader of the super chain, right? Everything is using the Optimism stack. So OP or Optimism is the, like, that is the one. That's the layer 2 of all layer 2s. And it makes a lot of sense. I didn't really get it in the beginning when they were rolling it out, when like Vitalik was rolling it out. it all was kind of stupid to me, but as I've gotten closer and with the XEN on top of it, and now we can study the blocks, right? Like we studying the blocks and we're like, damn, you know, optimism is special, but it's just like, you know, it's just like Ethereum. It's got small blocks with small gas limit. It's just like ETH. So, you know, why divide the two? They're fucking the same. They're literally the same. And that's why I think a lot of people are leaving value on optimism, because it's just like ETH. It's the real bridge. It's not like Polygon. It's not like Arbitrum. You know, it's like Ethereum. So yeah, if we look at these market caps, what we want to achieve is somewhere right here. So the Stargate coin, another one of these tokens hyper focused on bridging, right? And it's fallen a whole bunch in its value, right? XEN is a bridge coin from Optimism to X1 chain. Ladies and gentlemen, what the fuck? Y'all are tripping. Oh, what's up, Noah? You're new to the channel. Welcome, bro. Yo, make sure you get you some XEN because they sleeping on it. They sleeping on this XEN. Now it's officially you're sleeping on it because it's right in front of you. When the traders and the bots pick it up, they're going to take it because it's too easy. That's going to be like, oh, there's no inflation. And this is running towards X1 chain, which has actual validators and actual use case. Like, what the fuck? It's up. What the fuck is up? But yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to see you on the flip side. Go XEN. Go regular XEN. Go CB XEN. Go burn some XEN. Go mint some XEN. Just be XEN. Peace.